What's happening, people? The Liverpool Prophet back again with another World Cup game watch along. Hope you're all doing well. Big up, big up. Bless your people. Come. Should be a decent game. Uruguay versus Spain. I'm hoping for a decent game. I think it will be a decent game. I haven't stayed up at a stupid o'clock time to not watch a good game, so fingers crossed. Fingers crossed, man. A minute silence here before the game kicks off. Oh man. Hope we're all doing well, people. Big up to you all. Big up to every single one of you locked in the chat. Big up. Oh, score prediction. What am I going to say for score prediction? I don't even know, I'm going to go 2-1 Spain. I think Spain should win this, I can't lie. And big up to the first person in the building, Night Top Kid. Bless up, brother. Bless up, brother. Bless up. You're feeling villainous. I hear you. Both teams are in their away kits, I believe. Spain are in a white kit and Uruguay are in a dark blue kit. Spain should be winning this, I'll be honest. Uruguay have got one or two ballers, but Spain have a more complete side, so you'd expect a Spain win here, but you never know, man. You never know. But fingers crossed for some goals, man. France game was good in the first half, second half fell off. Wasn't a fan. Hopefully this game's good for the whole night. Night Tom Kid's going with a 2-2. Fair enough. I'm going to go 2-1 Spain. Let's see, man. But honestly, game's kicked off. We're underway, people. I'm going to be honest, both teams haven't really convinced me so far. Spain, very poor against Cape Verde, opening game. Better against Saudi Arabia, but can you really take that victory and dig much into it because it was Saudi Arabia? You'd expect Spain to win by that scoreline against them. So they've had one poor result and one good result. Whereas Uruguay, I'm not going to lie, both their results have been shocking. Terrible against Saudi Arabia, terrible against Cape Verde. I will see how they get on today against Spain. Gonzalo Ramos gone for 74 million to where? Jeez, man, he's rubbish. It's terrible. 74 million, of course. Go. Oh, he's going to AC Milan, is he? Okay. Interesting here. Very intriguing. Yeah, AC Milan. When you said Ruben Amorim, I knew he was on about AC Milan because he did get the job there recently, didn't he? Spain. Ooh. First corner already of the game. Spain. First corner already of the game to Spain. Yeah, it's crazy now, Tom Kid, but I told you, didn't I? The market's crazy at the moment. You know, players are being put for fees that they're not worth, to be honest. It is expensive indeed, brother. It's very, very expensive. It's very, very expensive. Yeah, Solanke's nowhere near worth 55 million, but look, with the way the market is, it wouldn't surprise me if he did go for that much. I'll be totally honest with you. It wouldn't surprise me if he did go for that much. Yeah, you look at the likes of Elliot Anderson, you look at the likes of Adam Wharton, you look at the likes of Fernandez at West Ham, Tenali at Newcastle. All these players are being put, even Diamande from Leipzig, I'll put Diamande in there as well. All these players are being, they're good players, right? I'm not saying they're not, but the prices they're being put up for is ridiculous. Straight up ridiculous, man. I'll be totally honest. Straight up ridiculous. I'm good, brother. I'm good. He was sold for a reason. You shouldn't have bought him to begin with. I'm not being funny. You all should have known that if Liverpool are letting him go, it's for a reason, and he's not good enough. No one asked you to sign him, bro. So you guys stick with him now. We'll stick with Ekitike when he gets back from his injury. Ooh, unlucky. Ball played through. There was too much on it. That's Bournemouth, though, respectfully. I'm not being funny. That's Bournemouth. Bournemouth. It's very easy to perform well for Bournemouth or Brighton or Brentford. Can you do it? Can you make that step up to a Liverpool or Manchester City? That's the test, isn't it? Solanke, when he was at Liverpool, wasn't doing nothing. He had to go to Bournemouth because Bournemouth, at the end of the day, is his level. Let's be honest. He signed him from Bournemouth. He had a good season. He just goals, I think. Yeah, but it's Bournemouth. Like I said, brother, it's Bournemouth. If you're buying a player because he did well at Bournemouth, I don't know what to say to you, mate. I don't know what to say to you. I really don't. You shouldn't have bought the guy. I'll be honest. You shouldn't have bought him. You shouldn't have bought Richarlison either. Darwin Núñez has still got his bread in there, man. Big up Darwin. It's poor decision making from your owners. Very poor decision making from your owners. Yeah, but Ekatike turned out okay, but let's be honest, he hit the ground running. It's a different story. Solanke didn't do nothing. I think he came from the Liverpool Academy as well, if I'm correct. Not too sure. Richarlison's not a starter, but I hear you on the backup option, third choice, second choice, but if you want to be like serious about winning stuff, you can't have him as your first choice striker. Respectfully, he's just not good enough, is he? Let's be honest. Richarlison's level is Everton or something, somewhere like that. You can be a first choice striker at Everton. There's no pressure at Everton to win. You can't be a first choice striker at a big club because you're not big, you're not good enough. Thought he was better than R9. I swear you said he was better than R9. Man said we just save him for the Liverpool games, you know. Low key. Oh man. Yeah, both your striker options are terrible, mate. Richarlison and Solanke, oh god. Now you compare that to the striker options that we've got, Ekatike and Isak. The difference is night and day. Let's be honest. Oh, Spain goalkeeper dropped that and he's cleared away. I'm interested to see what team comes out here as victorious, of course, but I want to see who dominates possession in this game. I want to see which team dominates the ball in this game because we know what Spain are like. Very possession-based team. They have to be in control of the ball at all times. It's their DNA. But Uruguay and the Bielsa, we know Bielsa is also a manager who likes the ball, who likes to play high intensity, high tempo football. So very interested to see what manager here gets the best out of the other. And I want to see which team dominates the football and controls the game better out of these two. Yeah, he's another one who's crap, I'll be honest. I'll be honest, half your squad's crap, bro. Half your squad is crap. Some of them would be decent squad players, but you can't rely on people like that as starters. You can't rely on Richarlison as a starter. You can't rely on my man there as a starter. You can't rely on Solanke as a starter. You can't rely on Kinski as a first choice goalkeeper, respectfully. You know, these are all backup options, and you're playing them in your first team. It's not going to work, man. It's not going to work. Oh, God. 2 more games, people, and the group stages are officially done. 2 more Watchalongs. Tomorrow's going to be a long night, man. I'm going to be up all night tomorrow. Argentina game against Jordan, and then, Colombia game against Portugal first at 12:30, and then the Argentina versus Jordan game at 3. So, yeah, man. Not ideal, is it? Not ideal. It is what it is, though, man. I am happy that the times are better now as the knockout stages get underway. I'm gonna be totally honest, bro. I haven't watched most of them players week in week out, so I can't comment. I've got to be totally honest. Let me just bring that up again. I don't watch Tottenham week in week out, so I can't even comment on them. On paper, you'd say that, bro, yeah, but you got to wait and see how it looks on the pitch as well, haven't you? Got to wait and see how it looks on the pitch. Got to wait and see how it looks on the pitch, man. If you get both of them, fair play. Fair play to you if you get both, but I'm gonna be honest. I'm not trying to rain on your parade, bro, but I think it's unlikely that you get both. I think you probably just get one of them, whichever one it is. I don't know, but from what you said, it's more likely to be Enzo Fernandez, not Enzo Fernandez, the Fernandez from West Ham. Yeah, that's a bit of a stretch, bro. Let's be honest. You're not gonna get Sabio, Marmoush, Tonali, and Fernandez in one window. Yeah, let's be realistic here. You know, gotta be realistic. Yeah, if you believe you do, cool, man. You carry on believing, man. Part of being a fan is believing. If you do, I'll sit here and I'll hold my hands up and say fair play. You pulled them. If you do, I'll sit here and hold my hands up and say fair play. But I just don't think it's gonna happen. I'm hoping this doesn't become one of those boring possession-based games where both teams are just trying to play a game of chess. Both teams like to have the ball here. Uruguay like the ball, Spain like the ball, but when two of these teams come up against each other, it usually leads to a boring game. I can't lie, because they both cancel each other out. Hopefully, that's not the case though in this one. I want a cup and a top five finish. You're not in Europe next season, yeah. So Tottenham can only play for a Carabao Cup win or a FA Cup win realistically. That'd be a good season, to be fair, for you guys. Will it happen though? Remains to be seen. Oh, Darwin. Oh, Darwin, man. Again, this. I swear Darwin was born offside, man. Darwin, I swear you were born offside, low key. Every single time. I remember even when he was playing for us, man, he was always offside. Both Spain have zero firepower, likewise Uruguay. Yeah, that's one thing about Spain I've noticed. To be fair, I think with Spain and Germany, I noticed it with those two nations particularly. I think they both got very good players, but what both those nations have in common, Spain and Germany, is they lack a clear number 9, an all-out number 9. Germany lack a striker, a finisher, and Spain likewise they lack a striker, a finisher. Pure possession, nothing else. Yeah, that's what I'm saying, man. I feel both teams are just going to keep going to have it, and it could cancel the game out. I hope not, though. Exactly, they rely on their wingers too much, don't they? They're very over reliant on their wingers. Very, very over reliant on their wingers. Actually, Uruguay have pinched it. I've got to say though, I've been disappointed in Uruguay the games that I've watched of them, because I thought under Bielsa they'd actually be a problem at this World Cup, but their first two results were absolutely terrible. I've got to be totally honest, terrible. I seen Senegal beat Iraq 5-0. That's crazy, man. A very convincing win for them and an impressive one as well. It's not Yamal or Nico Williams, no. Yeah, you're right there. You're right. So I don't know why, because it's been a good while now, hasn't it, since Spain had a recognised number 9. It's been a good while since they had a recognised number 9. Same with Germany as well. As things stand, Spain at top of the group with 5 points. Uruguay second with 3 points. Cape Verde joint second in third place with 3 points too, and then Saudi Arabia with 2. Uruguay need to win this game, man. I can't lie, because if Cape Verde get a good result against Saudi Arabia, chances are Uruguay could drop down to third. Yeah, Spain don't play David Raya in goal, do they? I noticed that they don't play David Raya in goal. They use someone else. I would say from Raul retired, Spain ain't had a real number 9. Yeah, Germany as well. Germany haven't had a number 9 in a while too. That's another nation that are lacking a striker. I was just pulling your leg with that earlier, man. You completely bit on the bait. I was just pulling your leg on that. You completely bit on the bait. Who's not built for big games? Night top kid David Raya. Are you talking about David Raya? Spain playing the ball around here at the back. Yeah, he's a decent player, him. I feel like I'm the only one who rates him. Nah, man. I haven't watched. Look, Night top kid, I'll be honest, I don't watch much football outside of the Prem and Liverpool, so I'm not very clued up. I just go off of what other people say. So if you say he's good, I'll take your word on it. Yeah, man. I don't know about David Raya not being built for big games though, Night top kid. He's the reason that Arsenal didn't get a hiding in that Champions League final. Let's be honest. Oh, he's the second top goal scorer in the Bundesliga. Is he? That's impressive. That's very impressive, not Tom Kid. But then again, I can't really comment because I haven't seen much of it. I big up to Vids, man. Guys, make sure you show up to my brother Vids, man. I'll show him some love, but big up, bro. Appreciate you being in the building. Bless up, brother. Bless up, bro. Both sides like the football here, man. Uruguay, like I said, under Bielsa, they're going to have the ball. Spain are going to have the ball because it's in their DNA to have the ball all the time. Like I said, this could lead to a boring game because they could both cancel each other out. I rate under more than Victor Osimhen. Again, I don't even watch much of Victor Osimhen. I'll be totally honest. I don't even watch much of him. He plays in the Turkish league, not being funny, but I don't watch the Turkish league in Galatasaray. This should be a good game, different styles. Hopefully, they both actually go for the win. You know what? Yeah, it's obviously you've got Spain who like to have the ball a lot, do their possession-based thing, and then you've got Uruguay with Bielsa who just like to press high and attack. So it's two contrasting styles. So you're right, Rich. It should make for a good game. Hopefully, fingers crossed. Having said that, now it might end up being 0-0. I hope not. I don't think he'll be good, bro, because everyone's making out like he's him, like any big club would snap him up. Osimhen. Oh, you on about Osimhen, are you? No, I think Osimhen would do well for a Prem team, probably. If he went to Chelsea or Tottenham or something like that, I think he'd actually do well. I agree. I think Osimhen's very good from what I've seen of him. I'm surprised he hasn't moved to a bigger club sooner. You know what I'm saying? Big up Vids, man. Big up to Vids every time. Nah, I like how Ramos went to AC Milan for 74 million, so Osimhen was good. He would have got snapped up. Yeah, you make a point, to be fair. Is it a bit of a red flag that no one's snatched or no one's opted to buy Victor Osimhen yet? Or is it just clubs being stupid? What do you think? Yeah, but that's in Turkey. Also think about the risk he could also flop. Yeah, but Night Tom look, there's a risk with every player you bring in. You think that Liverpool bought Florian Wirtz with the without thinking that maybe it could go south. Of course we did. Now, I believe Wirtz is going to be a great player for us in the future, but there's always a risk attached to anything, especially when you're buying from outside the league. You know what I'm saying? You can tell you what anyone who wants too much wages. Well, everyone who goes Saudi gets a lot of wages. You know, I remember when Ruben Neves, the Wolverhampton Wanderers player, left Wolves to go play in Saudi Arabia, and he basically came out and said that he went for the money. He didn't even try and play it down. He didn't even try and play it down. He low-key just said, yeah, the money was the reason I went. I'm like, fair play, mate. At least you've been honest about it. I think it's a bigger risk if you buy outside of the Prem. I'll be honest. If you buy outside of the Prem from La Liga, the Bundesliga to Serie A, the French league even, I think it's a risk bringing a player in from there if they've had one good season, because let's be honest, different style of football in the Prem. It's more physical. You've got to be pretty strong. I think Wirtz just found that out this season. You know, it's a strong league. You've got to be physically built. You've got to adapt to new environments and everything. So it's a much bigger risk buying from outside the league. Whereas if you buy inside the league, at least you know that the player you're bringing in has played for English football before and they know what it's like. No Saudi club didn't sign him because he wanted too much money. That's mad if a league who splash wages at you and they reject you because you want a lot. That says a lot. Yeah, you're right, Mike, talking on that. Depends on the type of player and team. Also, it does, yeah. It does, man. It does. Like a Nico Williams could do good at like Bournemouth. I think he's probably a step up from Bournemouth. I can't lie. Yeah, he'd probably do well for you. To be fair, not talking. You know, you're a club that I think would fit a player like Nico Williams, or Villa even if Nottingham Forest, man. To be fair, I don't know if he'd do well at a big club though. To be fair, not talking. I'm not a dick, but you shouldn't be turning your nose up at certain players. You know what I mean? You shouldn't turn your nose up at certain players. I don't do that. I've never done that. I never turn my nose up at players because the amount of players we bought under Jurgen that I looked at and thought, and then I ended up just loving them. I've learned to just keep my mouth shut now and give everyone a chance who comes through the door. You know what I'm saying? Because they could surprise you. If you can't finish, you won't be appreciated at my club. I'm not turning my nose up, but like you have to think. No, that was the word. That was the wrong language to use. To be fair, I understand where you're coming from. You think you can do better, but realistically as well, think about it like this, right? You know, you're a club who have finished 17th 2 seasons in a row. Now, obviously, Tottenham are known for being a Big Six club in England. Yeah, we know that. It's common knowledge. So you are known out there worldwide. Not huge, but you are known out there. But you finished 2 seasons in a row, 17th place. Now, naturally, people are going to look at that and think, okay, I know they're supposed to be a big club, but they've been in relegation about 2 years in a row. Are we really going to take the risk and go there? Or take the risk and go there and risk our careers? You got to think about it like that as well, like Tom Kidd. Timo Werner, yeah. Timo Werner. That guy was meant to be the next big thing at Chelsea as well. Him, Kai Havertz, Hakim Ziyech, all 3 of them were meant to be superstars at Chelsea and they all flopped. Imagine you have an insane window and then every single player you buy flops. That is crazy. But most players you had a season like Werner at Leipzig. Yeah, exactly. Werner had one good season at Leipzig and everyone jumped on the bandwagon in there. But I'll be honest, even under Abramovich, Chelsea made some questionable signings. It wasn't all rosy under Abramovich. They did make some questionable signings there, and some managerial appointments. Lampard should never have been appointed as a Chelsea manager to begin with. Some of the signings you got that Chelsea made as well, a bit suspect. Werner had one good season. Hydration break here, by the way, people. Werner had one good season at RB Leipzig, and Chelsea ran for him. It was the same thing with Kai Havertz, to be fair. Kai Havertz had one good season for Bayer Leverkusen. Chelsea jumped on the bandwagon. Other clubs were sniffing around him, and Chelsea really jumped on the bandwagon. Look where both of those players are today. I don't even know where Timo Werner is at the moment. And of course, Kai Havertz is at Arsenal, but he's considered a flop, isn't he? So it goes to show that sometimes you should never go after a player just based off of one good year. At Havertz, he had a breakout season at the club. Leverkusen, yeah, I remember, man. I remember Havertz. I think people forget, but there was a time when he was at Leverkusen where, Madrid were looking at him. Who else was looking at him? Madrid were looking at him. City were looking at him. Some big clubs were Bayern Munich were looking at him. Some big clubs were scouting Kai Havertz at the time. Yeah, man. RB Leipzig, a lot of recent players they sold have been hit and miss. Yeah, but that's what clubs like Leipzig do, isn't it? Let's be honest. A club like RB Leipzig, you got to remember, in the German league, there's a chain in the German league. There's Bayern Munich, and then everyone else is below. Any half decent player for any German club, Leipzig, Leverkusen, anywhere, Bayern are instantly going to sign them because Bayern are the best and they're the powerhouse in that league. So clubs like Leverkusen and RB Leipzig can never keep their players. They've got to be realistic. So they end up selling them either to Bayern Munich or outside of the league. Lukaku, oh my god, Lukaku. Yeah, Lukaku's not a great striker. Leverkusen. It was like Timo Werner came from RB Leipzig, but Kai Havertz came from Bayer Leverkusen. Yeah, they're selling clubs exactly. They're selling clubs. You know how we have Brighton and Bournemouth and Brentford in the Prem. They are the Brighton and the clubs like the Leverkusens, clubs like the Leipzigs. They are the Bournemouths and Brightons of the Bundesliga. You know what I'm saying? Now, I've got no idea what their scouting teams are like, if they're anywhere near as good as what Bournemouth and Brighton have. But yeah. Where did Madueke come from? Was he a Chelsea academy player? I'm not sure about that one. Tom Kid. I'm not sure where he came from. I know he played for Chelsea, but I have no idea whether he was in their academy or not. Yeah, Garnacho again. He was a player that people hyped up when he first joined United. Look where he is now. He's a Chelsea. He's a United reject at Chelsea. So yeah, man. PSV is it? These damn drink breaks need to stop in the knockout. Yeah, they're pointless, man. What I don't like about the drink breaks is that it adds extra time on at the end of the games. Like, we're going to have probably 5 minutes now of added time at the end of this half because of that drinks break, and we don't need it. We're going to have a drinks break in the 69th minute of the game. We're going to have 7-8 minutes added on at the end of the game, and we don't need it. I agree with you. I'm not a fan of a drinks break. Madueke came from... Okay, I didn't know he came from there, to be fair, Tom Kid. I had no idea. He came from there. Hey, big up Suge, man. Bless up my brother Suge. Hope you're doing well. Bless up, brother. Big up. Thankfully, whoever's living in the UK, it looks like the weather's going to chill out now. I think this is the last day of the heat wave. Tomorrow, temperature should be back to normal. Thank God for that, because this week, man, it's been tough, man. Even worse than the last heat wave that we had about a month ago. It's been tough. Can't lie, drinks breaks are good in some games because a lot of these games are bad. So drink up. Now, you're missing the point there. A drinks break is only meant to happen if it's really, really warm. You know what I'm saying? Like, if the weather's crazy warm, then you have a drinks break. You know what I'm saying? Otherwise, I don't see the need for one. You know what I mean? I don't see the need for one. Big up to Huge, man, of course, man. Big up Huge. Yeah, but you need to drink to watch the game. They're playing the game, not talking. They're not watching the game. They're on the pitch playing it. But they drink at halftime. When they go in at halftime for their team talks, that's when they have a drinks break. Which game was it last night with Vasta? That was terrible. That's on him, isn't it? He picked the wrong game. I think it was Sweden versus Japan. To be fair, I don't know why he picked Sweden Japan over Netherlands versus Tunisia. I actually picked the correct game. To be fair, he chose the wrong one and it was bad. It was Sweden Tunisia, Sweden Japan. Sorry, yeah, Sweden Japan. That's it. I mean, us as viewers, but we need it. Night time. Why do we need a drinks break? Why? We're just watching a game, bro, from home. Yeah, yeah. Night time kids, sure, man. I hear you on that. A lot of the American stadiums can't close the roof, so we don't get affected by the heat. Okay, okay. So they can close the roof. Hmm, that's interesting to know, Suits. Cheers. Thank you, man. Didn't know that. Oh man. You know what? Yeah, I'm just gonna say this now. Maybe Uruguay should have taken one of Cavani or Suarez, I can't lie. Because as much as I love Darwin, he ain't the answer, is he, down the middle? He ain't the answer for Uruguay, especially not with those braids. You know what I'm saying? Maybe they would have been better off taking Suarez one last time, or even Cavani, man. But Darwin can only do so much, and we know he's not exactly the most smartest striker out there. I'm telling you that from experience. So yeah, man. Even even Spain haven't got an out and out number 9 people. They haven't got no striker. And Viz has literally just said the same thing that I have in the chat. Um, did you just agree, but you disagree? No, I said you make a good point. No, I think if they close it, it would be a microwave. That yeah, it would. I'd imagine it'll get pretty warm. I'd imagine it'll be pretty warm. If it's open and most parts are so hot, then they can manage. Yeah. Um, Spain need a real striker to feed all that creativity. Yeah. I said that tonight, Tom Kid, before you came in, but Germany have the same issue. I think Germany have a good squad all around, but they just don't have a number 9. They haven't had one for a while. And the same thing with Spain. They have a great squad all around, but they just don't have a number 9. Both nations are really lacking in that department currently. But trust me, Darwin is better than Suarez. Look, I don't like Luis Suarez as a person. My feelings on Luis Suarez as a person are very clear. Don't like him. Don't have time for him. I think he's a scumbag. But as a player, he was very gifted. And when we did sign Darwin Núñez, part of me did feel we'd get a Suarez 2.0, but without the drama that came with the original Luis Suarez. Didn't work out. But as much as I want to agree with you, Tom Kid, because I don't like him, I can't stand the guy. I have to admit, as a player, Suarez was very good. So I've got to disagree, but I say that do get it to you because I don't like Luis Suarez at all. He's finished, bro. I seen a video of him I seen a video of him playing for Inter Miami where Messi played him the ball, and he was struggling to run after the ball, man. It was tough to watch. It was tough to watch, man. I'm telling you, man was struggling to run after like a 2 meter ball. It's like mad, absolutely mad. But it's your time, man. You know what I'm saying? Huge. That's a good point, man. Stadiums do have air conditioning. Oh, Spain keepers dropped it. God, come on, Darwin, man. Oh man, the braids ain't doing it for you, brother. Darwin Núñez with the braids. You go back to the ponytail, man. And they need drinks breaks in every game. Clearly, they can fix the heat problem. Suarez now versus Darwin now, and they're good. You know what? Yeah, Darwin's struggling to even get into the Al Hilal team from what I've read. I thought he'd do well over there, but he's struggling to even get into the Al Hilal team, and that's crazy. It is crazy. Look, everyone wanted Darwin Núñez to work out, man. He had the work rate. He was a hard worker on the pitch. Perfect Liverpool player, to be fair, but just wasn't good enough as a finisher, man. As a striker, we need goals, and he couldn't provide that. So it was the correct decision to sell him. I firmly believe we made the right decision to sell him when we did. Has he gotten braids as well, Tom Kid? Has Garnacho braided his hair too? Oh my god. No way. No way. Oh my life. I'm gonna have to send a picture of that to Rasta now later. I'm gonna find it and send it over to Rasta. Oh, you sent it to me. I'll have a look later. I'll have a look at that later. I bet he looks so weird with braids. He doesn't look like a guy who'd shoot having braids, I can't lie. Can't remember Nighttime Kid, bro. You send me so much stuff on a daily basis. It's hard to remember everything you send me, bro. Probably the first option, man. Like I said, you send me a lot of stuff on a daily basis, so sometimes I'll probably forget. I'm gonna have to go back and read our TikTok DMs after the game. But yeah, Garnacho with braids. Oh god. Ugh. Yeah, this like I said, this first half is exactly how I thought it was gonna be, man. I had a feeling both teams would cancel each other out. Both of them being very possession orientated sides. I had a feeling that they'd cancel each other out. Right. Here come Uruguay have a chance now. Nighttime Kid, I'm not too sure what you're talking about there. Not too sure what you're on about there, but you got me lost still. Are you on about the Palmer video with Madonna? Is that who you're on about? Because Cole Palmer did appear with Madonna recently in a music video. If you've seen it, you've seen it. Oh, shot wide. I haven't seen that. I'll have a look at it later. From a long time ago. I big up Andre, brother. Big up Andre. Hope you're doing well. Spain looks shit, man. Yeah, they don't look great. Neither do Uruguay, either, to be fair. But Uruguay have got more down the centre, haven't they? With the striker. As much as Darwin ain't great, he's still a striking option. Spain haven't really got nothing apart from their wingers. Bielsa's yelling some instructions here. This game reminds me of last night. It's not. To be fair, you're on about the Tunisia-Netherlands one or the Sweden-Japan one, because the Netherlands game was actually alright. I can understand drinks breaks, even if I disagree. They see what football is winter sports played in the countries where summer ice pumps and drinks breaks are needed for players' welfare. I understand it, to be fair, Hughes, as well. I understand it. You know what I'm saying? Look, to me, it's not deep. If players need to have drinks breaks, they need to have them. You know what I'm saying? They need them. Yeah, it's not a deep thing for me. How is Jamal best player in the world these games? He should be scoring. I prefer Elise to Jamal, personally. That's just my preference thing, though. They're both good, but I prefer Michael Elise to Lamine Jamal, personally. How can I say Netherlands? We literally watched it well. Spain here now. Oh, Uruguay have it back. I mean, I'm not even being funny. Both sides have offered nothing. Has there even been a shot on goal in this half? It's all good and or scoring or assists versus Girona, but when it comes to massive games, it's different. Yeah, no, good point. To be fair, I said I prefer Elise to Yamal. I still think Yamal is a good player, but I think Michael Elise is better than him personally. Just my opinion. You seen that Anderson video? Andre, I seen that today on Instagram. Opened it up. First thing I saw was Elliot Anderson to Manchester City. Here we go. And the first thing I thought was it was expected. To be fair, it was going to happen, wasn't it? Then I looked at the fee and I thought, oh, have they actually paid that much for it? Wow. Now, I think it will be good investment in the long term because I think he'll be a good player for them. But the market's crazy at the moment, man. You know what I'm saying? You look at how much Tottenham are going to end up spending for Fernandes. You look at how much they probably end up spending on Tonali if they get him. You look at how much we're probably going to end up spending on Diamande. You know how much Palace want for Wharton. You know these are good players, but the prices they've been caught up to or caught up for, it's insane. Yeah, Forest they've done what Newcastle did to us last year, man. They fleeced them for a price. That's what they've done. Yeah, Forest are going to be laughing, man. They can use that money well. The same way they destroy Kane, they should do to Yamal. The difference is, nighttime kid, Yamal's young. Yamal's a youngster still. Harry Kane's a senior pro. You know what I'm saying? He's been around years now. Lamine Yamal's a youngster. You can't exactly get onto a youngster's case. You know what I'm saying? He's not. By all means, when Lamine Yamal gets to a certain age, then obviously the pressure's on. But he's just a kid at the moment, man. You can't put so much pressure on him. You know what I'm saying? The season when you gave Salah a new contract, he was better than Yamal. Well, to be fair, not a kid again. Mohamed Salah's a senior pro. Lamine Yamal's just a kid. You know what I'm saying? Lamine Yamal's just a kid. Yeah, I think he does well in big games. To be fair, Andre, he stepped up for Spain in the Euros 2 years ago when they won it. You know, he's a very important player for them. Then I don't even know. Not kid. I don't even watch Barcelona, so I can't comment. But I don't watch the Liga, like I said. The only time I get to watch players is if we're playing them in a Champions League game or if it's a World Cup here. You know, this is the first time I've actually watched Lamine Yamal since the 2024 Euros. 16 scoring screamers against France in Euro semis. Yeah, exactly, Andre. You know, he stepped up when he was a kid as well. Stepped up, and dare I say, it carried his nation to a Euros. So, look, you can't put too much pressure on a kid. I get he's got a talent in that, but you know, you got to let the guy just blossom and do his thing. It's like when they compare man to Messi and that. Oh, 1-0 Spain, people. 1-0 to Spain. That goalkeeper, man, for Uruguay. How has he let that in? Absolutely shocking stuff. Are we going to say that's not a big game? I'm not saying that. There's a reason every player gives him the praise. Yeah, Lamine Yamal is a very good young upcoming player for sure. Not every player rates him out. Look, nighttime kid, I'm not being funny, Bob, but I don't hate on youngsters. It's just not what I do. I don't hate on youngsters. You know, if I hate on a young player, it comes across very. I don't want to come across like that. You know, I'll hate on senior pros, but I'll never hate on a youngster. But look at Diamande scoring a banger versus Fulham. Fulham. When did he score? What? Nighttime kid, what? Told you he's not good profit, that keeper. Yeah, man. I don't know how he's let that in. He should have saved that. Oh, my God. And he's been Uruguay's keeper for a while now as well. It seems like you don't like him, nighttime kid, the way you're going on. You Spain have scored, brother. As a 16-year-old, I was playing state football and getting drunk. I'm playing for my country. One of the biggest clubs in the world. Yeah. It's huge. You exactly, man. Lamine Yamal at 16, he's done a lot of stuff in the game. Rio is class. Yeah, man. Rio is class. He's been their keeper for a long time, Andre. The last 3 World Cups, they've had him as their goalkeeper, but that's terrible, man. You know. Yeah, 1-0 Spain, man. Oh, you on about Rio? I thought you meant Yamal. Apologies. I thought you were talking about Diomande. No, my bad. Not your mouth. Diomande. You literally said here. Look at Diomande scored a banger versus Fulham. Look, not a kid. You said that about it. You didn't say Rio. You said Diomande. Now, unless you're trying to be smart and try and catch me out, it ain't gonna work, bro. You've clearly said. Here, Yan Diomande. That says Yan Diomande, does it not? Good chat. Does that not say Yan Diomande there? Scored a banger versus Fulham. So, I don't know if that's Night Kid trying to be smart and get me and catch me out, but it ain't gonna work, man. That might work on the other guys, but it don't work on me. You might be able to get Rasta out with stuff, but not me. I think the bounce just before it got to him off. It could have, yeah. It could have, man. But I swear he made a mistake in the last game as well. I'm sure he made a mistake in the last game as well. Night Kid, come on, bro. It's two completely different words spelled. Rio and Gamoa. Yan Diomande. How can you misspell it? Oh, come on, bro. You really expect me to believe that? Yeah, it does. Even Vigilante says it does. Maybe I was going to say something about Diamante. Maybe I just popped into my mind. No, Tomky, this is where you draw me off, bro. I'm not going to lie, because that gets my brain going all over the place then. That gets my brain going all over the place. I'm going to take your word on it and believe you when you say you weren't trying to catch me out, but yeah, man. You get my brain going. Sometimes you do, bro. I swear. This looks like a... Oh. Yeah, that looks bad. That looks bad, I can't lie. Hopefully he's alright though, man. Oh, hopefully he's okay. Looks like a bad one though. Not sure, Night. I'm gonna have a look now. But it looks bad. Is he even on the pitch? I don't even know Ben was on the pitch. Is Spain are winning the group with 7 points currently. Uruguay are in third place, people. Cape Verde in second place with 3 points. Uruguay in third place with 2 points. They have had a very disappointing tournament, I'm not going to lie. Uruguay have had a very disappointing tournament so far. 2 points ain't going to be enough for them to qualify, in my opinion. It's got to be Ugarte then, if that's the case. Ugarte is the only United midfielder that plays for Uruguay. It has to be him. Yeah, look. Fingers crossed it's nothing serious on that then. Fingers crossed it's not a serious injury. Never like seeing players injured, no matter who they represent or play for. So prayers to Ugarte, man. Fingers crossed it's nothing too bad. Yeah, it's got to be Ugarte. He's the only United midfielder that plays for Uruguay, or Uruguayan player that plays for United. It is not Tonky, bro. It is. Oh my god, here we go. 8 minutes of added time. I don't know where the ref got 8 minutes from, but actually with the injury it makes sense. It does make sense, my bad. Hopefully it's not a bad one. I agree now, Tonky. Fingers crossed it's not a bad one. Can club football just start now, please? Can I just get back to watching the Reds in action, please? That's all I want. The World Cup it's not hitting it for me. I can't lie, it's not hitting it for me. Maybe. Market is insane right now. Profit PSG over Milan. Night Kid told me about that before everyone hopped in. He said something about AC Milan paying like crazy money for Ramos from Paris Saint-Germain. It's absolutely mad. Bro, it's not like these players like Diamande, players like Wharton, players like Anderson. These are good players, Fernandez, Tonali, but they're not worth the money they're being put up for, man. Let's just be honest. They are not worth the money they're being put up for. And teams are going to end up getting ripped off. I feel we're going to get ripped off with Diamande, I can't lie. I feel we're going to end up paying a lot for him. Big up to Andre, man, of course. 74 million for Gonzalo Ramos. It's mental, isn't it? It's mental. Absolutely crazy, in my opinion. Anyway, but yeah, that's AC Milan done. It'd probably be a decent signing for them, but he's never a 74 million player, let's be honest. They ain't seen UCL football ever. To be fair, Milan haven't seen UCL football for a while, man. When I say Milan, I mean AC Milan, not Inter Milan. Ruben Amorim is the AC Milan manager, yeah, I know. But you know what? Watch him actually do well there. I'm hoping he does actually, because if he does well there, it'll look even worse on United. It will look even worse on United if he does well there. So hopefully he does. And United look like even bigger idiots than they are. Big up to everyone locked in, man. I appreciate every single one of you in the building. The problem is I can't even. I'm gonna be honest. I am missing my Liverpool talk shows. I am missing not being able to go live discussing Liverpool every day, but there's just nothing going on, man, in the transfer market when it news to report on. Unfortunately, there's nothing. The World Cup has taken all the focus. No, I don't want to just be on here for an hour talking about some random stuff, because I feel like I'm wasting my time and I feel like I'm wasting your time. So, yeah, man. That's why when the World Cup's over, boom, be back. Hopefully, normal service resumes. Can't lie, Trent should have been picked over James. Yeah, but Thomas Tuchel, man. Thomas Tuchel doing Thomas Tuchel things. Reece James is so injury prone. Yeah, but we know Reece James is injury prone. Let's be honest. We know he's injury prone. It was a risk taking him to begin with. But, nah. England are playing tomorrow, I think, as well, against Panama. I don't think Panama's going to be an easy game for England. If there's any England fans in the chat, how are you feeling for the Panama game tomorrow? But I think that could be tough. I think that could be very tough for them. Yeah, Livramento as well got injured, didn't he? Livramento got injured. Look, this is what they get, isn't it, for not taking a proper squad with them. They did not. I don't think they picked the right players to go, but it is what it is, man. It ain't my problem. Ball in from Uruguay, cleared away. But the only time I remember Panama and England playing each other was the 2018 World Cup when England beat them 6-1. But that was years ago, man. Things are different now. But we will have to wait and see United on kid. No one would have expected Ghana to get a good result against England, and they got a good result against them. You know, we can't rule nations out. We would have thought Congo would get a good result against Portugal, or Brazil, or Morocco would hold Brazil to a 1-1 draw. I certainly didn't. See, Forest want Bergvall, so I would like to swap you or give us Gibbs White and take Bergvall. Interesting. Come on, Uruguay, man. Ah, unlucky Darwin, man. Unlucky Darwin. Come on, Uruguay. Nah, Mr. Big Man at Forest. We know you got 130 mil from City, so come on. Andre, if you're still in the chat, man, don't think I've got any opinion on it, man. What do you make of that kid we've signed from Spain, Victor Munoz? Have you watched much of him? If so, what do you think? Are you happy with the signing? Because I can't lie, that came out of the blue. So, yeah, but I love it though, because it's exactly the type of signing we used to make. bringing in a player that no one's heard of and turning him into a superstar. So I'm glad we're going back to it. But yeah, what do you make of that signing? Is it something that excites you or not? I think he can escape Darwin, but he has 0 by game to watch. Listen, man, it is what it is. I don't hold no disdain towards Darwin Núñez. You know, I ain't got no disdain towards him, but it is half time, people. It is half time in the game. For me to hate a footballer, you've got to do something personal against my club. You've got to do something personal against my club for me to hate a footballer. And yeah, he's decent. He came from Madrid. He's decent, but he needs development. See, with Victor Munoz coming in now, that now makes me open to selling Cody Gakpo. You know, originally I was thinking, okay, let's bring a left winger in as cover. Let's bring a left winger in, a starting left winger, and then we'll use Cody Gakpo as a rotation option next season as a squad player or super sub if we need him. With Munoz coming in now, I think now we finally have a Luis Diaz replacement. Took us a season to get one, but we finally got a left winger, so I'll class him as a Diaz replacement. I big up Brian, man. Bless you, Brian, brother. It's been a while still. Big up yourself, man. Appreciate you being in the building. But we finally got a Diaz replacement. You know, Rio also plays off the left. I think we could do next season with Munoz and Diaz as our left wingers and moving Gakpo on. I'm not saying we should do it, and I'm not saying we will do it, but I'd be open to it now. With the signing of him coming in, I'm certainly more open to it than I was before he came in. Gakpo is the starter, Munoz backup, Rio, I don't know. Gakpo ain't starting games for Liverpool next season. I'll tell you that now. He ain't starting games for Liverpool next season, mate. He's not starting games for Liverpool next season. I'll bet you £1,000 on that now. Whoever it is, Rio, Munoz, one of them is going to start over him. And Gakpo will be used as a rotation option. I'm not saying anything about Tottenham, to be fair. I didn't mention anything about Gakpo and Tottenham. I've been away, mate. Hope you're doing good, enjoying the World Cup so far. Big up Ryan, man. I didn't even know you was away, but big up yourself, man. I'm not gonna lie. I think the first batch of games of the World Cup were pretty poor. Second batch was better. Third batch has been better, but I don't think it will really come to life until like the quarterfinals, the semi-finals. That's when I think it will really come to life. It's been a bit meh so far, in my opinion. What do you mean turning your nose up? What do you mean turning your nose up, man? Gakpo is the man. Keep him. Well, that's not my problem that you're interested in him. You know? That's not our problem, Night Kid, that you're interested in him. If you want him, come get him. You know what I'm saying? If the money's right, we'll do business. But look, I don't hate Cody Gakpo. I've got no disdain towards the man, but he just can't be a starter for Liverpool. I've never once said that, you know, we should sell him, and I've never once name called the guy or anything like that. I just said he's not good enough to be a starter. Let's use him as a squad rotation player, which is exactly what we did under Jurgen Klopp. You know, we used him as a squad rotation player with Diaz as the first option. So yeah, that's what I think. Not on holiday or anything, but been visiting family. So I've been, nice, man. Hope the family's all well, Ryan. Nice to see you back in the chat, though. And I want you to start slanking with Richarlison every game. That's what I want you to do. You ain't gonna rage bait me, bro. So you may as well just stop giving up. You may as well just give up. If you want to rage bait someone, go into Rasta's chat, bro. You know what I'm saying? You'll have better luck in Rasta's chat. You know, Rasta's easily baitable. You want to rage bait someone, you ain't gonna get no rage baiting in my chat. I ain't gonna bite on your rage bait, brother. I ain't gonna bite on your rage bait. You can try all you want. Gakpo is decent, but not good enough to be playing every game at Liverpool. That's what I'm saying, Ryan. That's exactly what I've been saying. You know, good squad player, good to have in the squad, good to have as an option off the bench or as a sub. But And I think that's what Klopp kind of realised as well. Klopp kind of understood that. I think he kind of knew Gakpo was limited. Um, Hence why Diaz was the first choice left winger, and he was the second choice left winger. Uh, when Slot came in, again, the first season under Slot, it was the same. Diaz first choice, Gakpo second choice, but then you sell Diaz, you promote Gakpo to first choice, and just can't make that step up, man, to play week in week out. I doubt it, man. I think that Mane kid will stay in. I think he'll stay in the championship. Big up, man. Big up, big up. I'll still take Gakpo over any of your attacking options, not Tom Kid. He's still miles clear of anyone you've got in attack. You know, he's still miles better than anyone you have in your attack. I'm a bit to come back. Fair enough, fine. It's a Friday night, understandable, man. Understandable. I think he'll stay one more year, Tom Kid, with a few clubs will be linked to Dortmund. Okay. Well, we'll say a player who's been injured all season is better than him. Yeah. Class that. Yeah. A player who's been injured all season is better than a player who's been playing all season. Very smart, that. Well done, Tom Kid. A player who's been injured all season is better. Just like an injured James Maddison is apparently better than Szoboszlai this season, even though he hasn't played, according to you. Honestly, man. Honestly. I swear Kudos has hardly played a game for Tottenham this year. I've seen some good links to Tottenham as well, to be fair, Ryan. I've seen them linked with Fernandes. If they get Fernandes, they'll be United. Oh my God. And it looks like they are going to beat him. They are going to beat United to Fernandes. That's Manchester United being owned by Tottenham Hotspur yet again. It's becoming the norm now, isn't it? Getting their change stats by Tottenham. So Fernandes will be a good signing for them. If they can get Tonali, that will probably be a good signing for them as well. Doing some good business, man. They're doing some good business, so they'll probably end up having a good season next year. How about yourself, Ryan? I've seen you appointed a new coach. Rob Edwards got removed. Surprising that, isn't it? Surprising that Rob Edwards is gone. I thought he'd stay and promote you back up, but I've seen you guys have re-signed Jimenez as well. Bit odd that too. Either way, I think Spurs have a much better season than deserve. Surely back into the top 8. Same here, Ryan. I think the exact same thing. I've got them in my top 5, to be fair. I've got them finishing in the Champions League spots. You know, I think United are going to be the ones who struggle this year. Under Michael Carrick, I think they're going to be the big club that struggle and have a bad year. I don't think it'll be Tottenham. Ryan. But yeah, what do you make of the Wolves situation, Ryan? Here we go. Yeah, shocked at the timing of the sacking, but most of the fans wanted him gone. Jimenez, I think, would be great in the Championship. Yeah, you've signed Trippier as well. That's a good signing. Need more. Hopefully, Jorge Mendes sorts us out. I hear that. We won't be paying that much in the Championship. They did get Trippier, yeah. So, I don't know, man. What remains to be seen with the Wolves, man. I think they're a bit of an unknown package next year now. Don't know if they come back up or not. Who knows? Who knows, man? Who knows whether they come back up? I do think West Ham probably come back up. I can't lie. That's a team that I think will come back up. I don't even know after that. I think West Ham come back up though. As for Burnley and Wolves, Burnley, no, I don't think so. And then Wolves, maybe. Maybe. I want West Ham down. I want them to come back up over West Ham. Fair enough. What's your beef with West Ham night, Tom Kid? Why don't you like West Ham? What's the beef with West Ham, man? The beef with West Ham. Honestly, not even being disrespectful here, but I wouldn't take any notice of anything West Ham fans say. I wouldn't take notice of anything West Ham fans say. Well, to be fair, Newcastle are salty at us for taking Isak still. You know what I'm saying? That's just the way it is. I think we'll be top six, but I can't be sure as the championship is so tough and I'm not familiar with the coach. A lot more attacking than Edwards from what I've looked at of him. Is he Portuguese, the coach? Is he a Portuguese coach? You know, because I remember when you guys first came up, when you had you had the likes of Diogo, Jimenez, Neves, a couple of other players in the team as well, Martinho. You know, that Portuguese spine. Maybe Wolves are trying to build that again. All fan bases chat rubbish. To be fair, very good. Look, it's Ryan. You've hit the nail spot on there, man. You've hit the nail spot on there. In every fan base, there's fans who are a bit weird, but most of them mean well. To be fair, unless it's the Arsenal fan base, which yeah, it's a bit mad. But yeah, as long as you can, I don't mind disagreeing with people on some. You know, I had a conversation with a lot of people doing collabs where they were advocating for Start to Stay, and while I disagreed with it, you know, when they explained their viewpoint and why, you understand it. You know what I'm saying? You know, it's all about disagreeing in a respectful manner. You know, we're all adults at the end of the day. We all support the same club. We all want what's best for our club. You know, disagreeing's fine, but you've always got to disagree, in my opinion, with respect. You know, and I feel that that's one thing I love a lot about the Liverpool community on YouTube. That while we might be divided, while some people may be advocating for Slot, or were advocating for Slot, and some weren't. You know, I never saw any Liverpool debate that got heated. I never saw anyone get disrespectful to anyone. You know, might have disagreed, but kept it very respectful. You know, and then I look at Arsenal. You get the Arteta inners, the Arteta outers. It gets very, very toxic, doesn't it, over there? So yeah, you don't ever want to be like that. You don't ever want to be a fan base like that. Jorge Mendes is the reason why the new manager is here, so he better sort us out with some talent. I hear you on that, Ryan. Yeah, man. Everyone's got different opinions, but you gotta respect another person's opinion, even if you don't agree with it. You know what I'm saying? It's like footballers. We all rate. Someone will rate one player, but then another player will be like, I don't rate him. You know what I'm saying? No, I don't particularly rate. Who do I not particularly rate out there currently? I don't know. I don't particularly rate Adam Morton. You know what I'm saying? But other people will say he's great. Fair enough, cool. I just don't personally rate him. He's not my cup of tea. But again, agree to disagree in a respectful manner. Yeah, Liverpool have a good fan base in comparison to others these days. Don't really dislike any Liverpool fans. Yeah, man. Look, man. When you're part of the Liverpool family, when you're a Liverpool supporter, you become part of the family. You know what I'm saying? Whether you're a fan, player, anyone in the club, you become part of the Liverpool family. And I look at any Liverpool supporter out there as we're all one. We all support the same club, and to me, we're all one, man. That's how we look at things. I don't know about other clubs, how they look at things. Mine's Declan Rice. I think he's overrated. I do think he is overrated as well. Why? I think he's a good player, but again, it's not unknown for people to overhype players, and he's another one that's, I think, massively overhyped. Very overrated, actually. The fact he gets called world class irritates me. Yeah, nah, Declan Rice ain't world class. Good player, man, but that's it for me. Just a good player. Not very good, not world class, not amazing. Just a good player for me. You know what I'm saying? I don't. Anyway, second half's about to start here, people. I don't get it, but it's normal, isn't it, that people hype up certain players to a certain level that they're just not at, if we're being honest. Oh my God, Uruguay have shoved their goalkeeper, people. Uruguay have actually shoved their goalkeeper. That tells you what you need to know, doesn't it? About how poor he's been. So they've made their goalkeeper substitution. They're going to keep the second half off. Right, second half's underway, people. Let's see what happens here. I agree. Good to very good, but not a world-class footballer at all. But someone think he's top class. Yeah, it's you know. I don't know about you. Yeah, he's bad. He's bad, man. He's bad. I never like to belittle anyone, but he's poor, man. He's poor. Something that I notice a lot, Ryan, is people think talent is everything in football. You know, as long as you do a couple of step overs, as long as you look appealing on the eye as a player, it seems everyone's willing to ignore everything else nowadays, and it should never be like that, in my opinion. Of course, you have to be talented to make it, but if talent was everything, Neymar would be the best player in the world, or Hazard would have been the best player in the world. You know what I'm saying? Talent is not everything. You've got to be prepared to work your, what off on the pitch. You know what I'm saying? Prepared to give your all, your heart and soul, for the badge, the fans. You know what I'm saying? The club. Every time you step on that pitch, give 110%. I don't want a player that's just going to look good on the eye, and he's not going to give his all for the club, for us fans, for the badge. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know, maybe that's just me, but I think there's too much emphasis at the moment on if a player's talented, will ignore everything else. That's all that matters. It doesn't. You know what I'm saying? Talent is only half of the equation, and it'll only get you so far in football. You've got to be hardworking, and you've got to have the right mindset to get to the top. That's why Neymar never ended up reaching his full potential, because he had the talent, not the mindset. Same with Hazard. You know what I'm saying? Same thing with Eden Hazard. Free kick Uruguay. Go into them as well here. That's just a me thing personally. You might disagree with it, or anyone else might disagree with me on that. Go into Uruguay here. Taken quickly. Nothing much. But maybe Spain might drop a yard deeper now. Oh, Darwin again, man. Oh, Darwin. I'm glad you agree, Ryan. I'm glad you see eye to eye on that with me. Mentality. It's like someone said to me the other day that, and I do understand what they're saying, but they said to me that Neymar is a more talented footballer than CR7. Yeah, maybe that's true, but he's not better than CR7. He's nowhere near CR7, because CR7 worked his off to get where he is, to be where he is, and he's got multiple trophies to back up everything. He's won almost everything he can in the game, apart from a World Cup. You can argue CR7, maybe Neymar's more talented, but he is nowhere near to CR7. Let's be honest. He's nowhere near to him. Exactly. Ronaldo shits all over him career-wise. Shits all over Neymar. Because you know what Ronaldo had that Neymar never did? And that, you know what he had that he never did? Mindset. Mentality. You know what I'm saying? Ronaldo had the mentality to be one of the best. Neymar didn't. And Ronaldo, in all fairness to him, he still has that mentality to this day at 41 years of age. That's something you've got to give credit to, respect. I'm a big fan of Neymar as well, but you can't deny it. Yeah, Neymar he's got a lot of potential, or he had a lot of potential, but if you don't have the mentality, or you treat football as a side quest, you're never going to make it, man. You got to be serious about football, man. A lot of these players just play football on the side. Bale was another one, man. The man spent more time playing golf than actual football. You know what I mean? It's crazy. It's absolutely crazy. Right, Uruguay and the ball here in midfield. Right, go on Uruguay. Play it into Darwin. He's free. Play it into Darwin. Play it into Darwin. Oh my God! Come on, man. If Uruguay are gonna have any hope of getting an equaliser here, get the ball to Darwin Núñez in the box. That's their best hope. Let's be totally honest. People genuinely think Messi doesn't work at all as well. He's a freak talent, but obviously puts the work in as well to be performing like a freak at 39 years old. With Messi, yeah, Ryan, I hear the narrative that obviously, look, Messi's GA is very good, isn't it? As well as being incredibly gifted as a footballer, his GA is also very good. But I feel people, it's almost like if you've got GA, you can't be a good player overall. You either have to have good GA and not be great to watch, or you have to have poor GA and be great to watch. You can't seem to have both, you know what I'm saying? Messi has got great GA and he's also a brilliant watch. So I don't know, man, what it is with Messi. Look, he can be a bit of a he can be a bit of a shit. He can be a little bit of a little shit on the pitch. Let's be honest. He can. He's not the squeaky clean guy that everyone makes him out to be. But come on, man. I don't get how you can profess to love football and enjoy the game, and then turn around and say you don't enjoy watching Lionel Messi play football. That guy's one of the best to ever grace the earth. Low-key. People can say he's done it in an era where it's not great, but the man is still a freak, man, regardless. You know what I'm saying? Still a freak regardless. And a great player. You know what I'm saying? So, I don't know, man. I really don't know what it is, but yeah. Messi's Messi, man, you know what I'm saying? He'll just keep doing his thing. I remember when there used to be the debate of how Ronaldo will last longer than Messi in the game because Ronaldo's game isn't based off of speed and everything now, whereas Messi's was. The narrative was that Messi would slow down at 38 and then Ronaldo would still be going at that age. But, Messi's now 38, Ronaldo's 41, and Messi's still outsigning him. You know what I'm saying? So that quickly got binned. I've watched some great players in my life, in my time. I've never seen anyone better. Nobody actually that close. Ireland is the closest I've seen at his peak. So who are your top 5 players of all time, Ryan? I don't think I've ever asked you that. Who would your top 5 players of all time be? In order, first to best. I'm interested to hear your answer to that. Very interested to hear your answer to that. Right, Spain on the ball here. Back to their goalkeeper. Their goalkeeper goes long. Some good one-touch ball football. There's some good one-touch football there from Spain, but Yamal's brought down, and that's a yellow card to the Uruguay player. He looks in a bit of pain there, Yamal. Hopefully, it's nothing too serious. Ugh. I don't know, man. That looks like he's acting a bit up. He looks like he's acting up a bit there, I can't lie. Is he still on the floor? Or is he back up now? But yeah, Uruguay player booked. Spain free kick. Yeah, they're just showing the replay of that Spain goal back, man. The goalkeeper absolutely should have caught that. He absolutely should have caught that goal. What a shot. That should never have ended up in the net. Bielsa's reaction on the sideline. Hasn't had the impact at Uruguay that people thought he would, has he? Hasn't had the impact at Uruguay that people thought he would have. Is Bielsa Uruguayan people or is he Argentinian? I know he's one of the two, but if someone can let me know, please do. Is he Uruguayan or is he Argentinian? Yeah, I had a feeling you were. I had a feeling you were struggling, Ryan, because you took a while to type. I had a feeling, man. We'll go based off of pure ability. We'll go because everyone likes to do pure ability in it. You know what I'm saying? So we'll go based off of pure ability. Big up to my brother King, man. Guys, make sure you shop to King, doing his own watch long on his channel as well, man. Putting in the hours working hard. Big up King, man. These games need to pick up. I'm falling asleep here. I hear you, man. Luckily the chat's keeping me going here, man. And I'm very good at talking without saying nothing. In case you haven't noticed, I'm very, very good at talking without saying much. So, yeah, I hear you. But big up King, man. Make sure you do sub, guys, and make sure you do show King some love. Okay. Messi, Maradona, R9, Ronaldinho, Zidane. That's a very good list, to be fair. Ryan, can't argue with that. Cannot argue with that. Actually, that's a damn good list, to be fair. That is a damn good list. Uruguay making a change here now. They've got. Oh, they're taking Valverde off. Valverde's coming off for Uruguay people. That's a bit of a surprise, but okay. Whatever, cool. They've got individuals having in Uruguay. They've got one or two decent players, but they haven't got a squad of overall good players. That's why I don't think they do well at these tournaments. You know what I'm saying? Even when Suarez and Cavani were there, Suarez couldn't do much with Uruguay, could he? Couldn't really carry them to nothing. My three favourite players I've ever watched are Messi, R9 and Ronaldinho. The three players who made me love football. Yeah, all three of them are quality, man. All three of them are quality. You know, Ronaldinho's quality, R9 is R9 quality, and then Messi's Messi, man. We know what Leo's like, quality as well. Completely understandable. Yeah, some great options, man. Some great options there. Spain coming forward now. All in. Uruguay get there first. Spain players on the floor here now for some reason. You know when a player goes down holding his face, you just know he's faking it, don't you? You just know he's faking it. I hate him. You know what? I can't even say anything because McAllister does that for us, so I'll come across hypocritical if I say anything. Career-wise, Cristiano CR7 is number 2, but he doesn't give the same feeling as the others I mentioned. I understand you, Ryan. You respect Ronaldo and you respect what Ronaldo's done in the game. You know what I'm saying? But he doesn't excite you. You don't enjoy watching Ronaldo the same way you enjoy watching R9, Ronaldinho, and Messi. You know what I'm saying? You respect him, but you don't enjoy him. It's completely understandable, man. It's completely understandable. Well, I'm probably the same with you on that. Right. This game is going to finish at around 3 o'clock, so am I going to hit the bed or am I just going to end up watching the television show or a movie after this? I'm not sure. I'm feeling horrorist, people, I can't lie. So I might just slap a horror movie on after this, low key. I might just slap a horror movie on after this. Oh gosh. Not been. I had a feeling this game wasn't gonna be great to watch because of both sides playing styles, and I was right. It's not been a great game to watch. Man, Uruguay are so poor. They are so poor, man. I can't even. You can't even blame Darwin at this point because he's not even getting decent service. He's not even getting decent service. What's the first half? It's decent. How's the second half? It's been not great, to be fair. Uruguay need the equaliser, don't they? Because they're in danger of finishing third with 2 points. Cape Verde are currently above them in second with 3 points. So Uruguay need a win, which looks unlikely that they're going to get. I've always found them a bit underwhelming, Ryan. Even when Suarez and Cavani were playing, they're just like I said. They got individual players that are good. They don't have a team that are good, like a Portugal or an Argentina or France, even Brazil. They don't have a team as a collective that are good. It's just a couple of names here and there. So did I, man. And with Bielsa as their manager too, someone who's known for playing good attacking football. It's not good, man. It's not good. Big up King, F1 Watchalong this week. I think King's just focusing on World Cup content, you know why? With the World Cup right now. King's done every single game. Well, he's doing most of the games, to be fair. He's done most of the games, so big up to King, man. Putting in insane work rate. I decided to just do the big nations games. And I saw Uruguay. I seen them as a big nation, so I added them in as well. But I could have done with doing them. I could have done with doing without Uruguay's games now, looking back on it. But yeah, Ryan King, I think he's only focusing on World Cup game content for now. Only until the World Cup's over, though. Yeah, Ryan, I mean, it's just not great, is it? It's just not great. Oh, fair enough. King brought the luck last time. First time I watched his F1 Watchalong and Hamilton won. Get in there, Ryan. Must have been a good luck charm. You watch it first time and he wins. You know what I'm saying? 1 second, people. I'm gonna have to go get my water bottle. Oh, my mouth is feeling dry. This weather is crazy. I'm back. That is so much better. Oh. Thank God my fan's in front of me, man, because I'd be melting right now otherwise. Can't even open my window, man, because I don't want to run the risk of nothing crazy happening. You've been enjoying the heat or not? I've been listening to family members all week tell me it's not. It's hot every 20 seconds. Okay, so Ryan, I'm a strong believer of when the weather's warm, enjoy it and don't complain because. Oh, just wife from Spain. I'm a strong believer of when the weather's warm, enjoy it and don't complain because in the UK we complain when it's hot, we complain when it's cold, we complain when it snows. No matter what we complain, right? We don't get particularly great weather here. So when it's warm, don't complain and enjoy the weather. That's how I've always looked at it. But I'm not gonna lie, when it's so warm that I'm struggling to sleep. You know, when it's so warm that I'm struggling to sleep, that's when I have a problem. I can't lie. I like hot weather, but when I can't even sleep at night, that's when I'm like, oh no, oh no. And that's how I felt from Monday to Wednesday. Yesterday as well, even, man. It was tough going to bed. Max Profit, I'm the same. I love it. Haven't even struggled to cope in the heat, other than a little bit last night with the humidity. But daytime's not bad. It's nighttime that I struggle with. But yeah, I'm a firm believer of when it's warm, enjoy it. Yeah, exactly. The only problem is nighttime, man. It does get sticky, indeed, man. I'm actually gonna probably end up having a shower after this. I can't lie, because it's warm in my room. The daytime I love it. Same here. You know what I'm saying? Just enjoy the warm weather. Enjoy the warm weather. Because when it's cold, we're gonna be complaining that it's cold. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, yeah, man. I've always been more of a summer's guy. To be fair, people, I'm not keen on winter time. I don't like winter weather. I'm very much more of a summer guy. Right, Uruguay coming forward here. Straight into the Spain goalkeeper's arms. Yep, Ryan, same here. Hate the winter, love the summer. summer is summering at the moment. I just can't deal with the cold weather, man. It's just so horrible. Plus, you get colds as well. You get sick in the wintertime, and I don't like that either. In the summertime, we're just out here enjoying stuff. I hear you on that, Ryan. I hear you on that one. I hear you on that. But we don't get it here. Usually, let's be honest, Ryan. Especially in the UK, we don't usually get weather like this. You know, in other countries, it's common. This will be nothing. If they came here, they think this is tame. But to us, this is really warm, 36, 38 degrees. You know, thank God it didn't go past 40, man, because people would have been complaining even worse if that had happened. Spain are making another sub here as well. Spain are making another sub. Honestly, if it wasn't for the goalkeeper making that error for the goal, the game would still be 0-0. I can't lie. Spain are only winning because of an error from the Uruguay goalkeeper. They haven't been good this game. They haven't been good. So, I don't know, man. I know people are saying Spain for the World Cup, but they're not winning nothing if they play like this. You know what I'm saying? Here they come forward again. Tackle. Uruguay have it back with their goalkeeper now. Yeah, I hear that as well, right? I completely hear that as well. You know what the problem is as well in my car? My my AC thing is my AC button's busted, so I can't even work the AC in my car. And I went into my car today earlier this morning on the way to the gym. Uh, when I say a car, when I say I've never known a car to be so hot in my life, I mean it. Because the car it was burning, and I couldn't even turn the AC on because the button was busted. Even when you open the windows, hydration break again here, by the way, people. Even when you open the windows, right, um, still not the same as just cool air blowing on you. Yeah, exactly, Ryan. Yeah, I was in the car. It was it's horrible, man. Thing is, I even opened the windows and that didn't do nothing. Opening the windows did nothing, man. Absolutely nothing. Absolutely nothing. Where is this game being played, by the way, people? Does anyone know what stadium and what country? Is it Mexico, Canada, or the USA? That looks not even gonna you. Does anyone know? Let me know if you can. Yeah, I understood what you meant, Ryan, but I understood what you meant. No worries, man. No worries. As it stands, Uruguay are crossing out because 2 points ain't going to be enough to save them. I can't lie. They need more than 2 points to qualify out of the group, especially when the likes of Sweden are at about 4 in third place. Yeah, I thought so, Ryan. I thought this one was in Mexico. I thought it was. Yeah, that's Mexico. That's got to be Mexico, Ryan. Cheers, bro. Cheers for telling me that. I'm going to be honest. I thought the games were going to be evenly spread out. You know, I thought we'd have a good, fair few in Mexico, a good, fair few in the USA, and a good, fair few in Canada. But, guys, I'm not going to lie. Most of the games have all been in the USA. They've had most of them in the USA. They've only had, like, maybe 4 in Mexico and maybe 2 in Canada, 3 in Canada. Most of them have been in the USA. It's like, I thought they were going to be shared out. You know, it's crazy. Oh man. Another sub for Uruguay here. 20 minutes to go, people. Yo, big up nighttime kid, bless you, man. I'm awake. I'm well awake, bro. I'm well awake, man. Don't worry about me, bro. I ain't feeling tired at all. My tolerance is very, very high, man. Late night, so I'm good, bro. Yeah, second half's been dead, bro. Second half has been dead. It's been dead second half. Uruguay have it in midfield, though. Right, come on, man. Do something. Do something. Nothing again. Throw into Uruguay. This is just, it's not going to happen. It's not going to happen for Uruguay. They need 2 goals in the last 20 minutes, and they're not going to get them. They're not going to get them. Yeah, nighttime kid, I just said that while you were gone, bro. If it hadn't have been for the Uruguay goalkeeper's mistake, Spain wouldn't have even scored. It would still be 0-0. So because they haven't played well at all in this game. Let's be honest. Lavinia Mal, yes. Oh, Uruguay, Spain still have it though. Spain twisting and turning. Here's Dani Olmo. Nothing's coming of that though. Yeah, it should be 0-0 currently. They're only winning because of the mistake from the goalkeeper. Yeah, none of these teams deserve to win. I believe so, Ryan, because they haven't shown it on the screen. If they would have shown a goal in that game if it had happened, so I don't think there has been. Yeah, now Tompkins said it's 0-0. In my prediction league, I had 3-1 Spain and 2-1 Cape Verde. Mm. They're not great, Andre. I'm not convinced on them for this World Cup either. I really am not. I don't know about them. You know, it's all well and good winning the Euros, but the World Cup's a different kettle of fish, man, isn't it? Doing very well, to be fair. You should do a Premier League prediction. Profit for next season. I am going to do one. I am definitely going to do that, Ryan, but I feel it's better to wait for the transfer business to happen and then for the transfer window to close and then towards a couple of days before the season starts doing it. I think at the moment it's hard to say with no one having done much business. It's hard to say at the moment. The only team that look insane, France and Argentina. What a surprise! Yeah, the 2 finalists from last time out. The 2 finalists from last time out. They are second in the group, man. Yeah, credit to them. Credit to them for being second in the group. Big achievement for them, I believe. Right. Spain coming forward here. Here's Fabian Ruiz. I think we should set up fantasy football and do an FOTR league for the community and us to join. Definitely, man. Definitely, bro. That's a good idea. Probably have to pitch it to Rasta and King and see how they feel, but yeah, man, I'd certainly be down for that. I don't play much fantasy league, but I can definitely get into it. You know, if I can work my head around how it works, I'll certainly be down for that. But yeah, Ryan, once everyone's done their transfer business late August, I'll definitely do a Premier League prediction thing for sure. Okay, okay, Ryan, okay. Cheers for that, man. Haven't played it since '07. Wow, that's a long time, man. That's a long time, man. Long time that league was a very different place back then. Right, Uruguay coming forward now. Spain now. They're not going to make nothing happen though. We can look at the standings every Sunday during weekend roundup. 100%, bro. 100%, bro. I'd certainly be down for it. I hear you completely, man. I hear you on that vigilante, man. Bro, this game sums up. This game sums up what night, Tom Peter? Hopefully not night, Tom Kid, man. We'll have to wait and see with the Prem. 15 minutes to go, by the way, people. Yeah, I did say, though, you can't really look too much into that Saudi Arabia win because we expect Spain to beat Saudi Arabia by a heavy scoreline. They weren't good against Cape Verde, and they haven't been great again yet today. Okay. Draw to Cape Verde. Barely scraping past Uruguay, yeah. Yeah, and they wouldn't be winning, like I said, if it wasn't for the goalkeeper's error. They wouldn't be winning if it wasn't for that. Yeah, man. I don't know, man. Last season was bad, innit? It was bad, but I don't know, man. I don't know. Hopefully, we get back to some decent level, man, next season. Fingers crossed. Or at the very least, I want to see Liverpool playing good football. Anyone else, I don't care. But as long as we're playing good football again and looking good, I'm happy, man. I'll be happy with that. One of my least favourite leagues in Europe to watch. The Prem, I hear you, Ian. I hear you, man. Yeah, but not okay. That league's not great either. Let's be honest. You know, none of the leagues are good. The only decent league around Europe is probably the La Liga, isn't it? Go and look at the goals. If the season right here and that one goal past season come close. Yeah, man. It's crazy. You're not the only one, Ryan. A couple people I know were watching the Dutch league, the Belgium league, one or two Brazil. Some people I know even went to the Brazilian league to watch some football. Yeah, the Eredivisie. Mickey van der Ven. Oh God! All right, now Tom Kid. It's not even a real champ, by the way. You just made that up. Yeah, you. To be fair, got a video. You like watching a lot of the Eredivisie, genuinely, don't you? I know you watch a couple of Eredivisie games. Yeah, the Brazilian league is meant to have some decent games as well. That's meant to be alright to watch. Oh, Uruguay in. Oh, Darwin just couldn't get there, fuck's sake. He just couldn't get there. The goalkeeper got there before him. I don't remember that, but that's crazy. 11 red cards. Yeah, the refs are a big problem. The refs are a big problem in the Prem. There's no good refs here. Refs are a big problem. Oh, man. Oh, man. Right, Uruguay now with their goalkeeper. Go long with it, man. There's no point playing it around at the back. There's only 10 minutes to go. You've got to work something. Right, here they have it in midfield. This has been so poor. both sides. There's Darwin Nunes. There's loads of refs. Most of them are no good night time kid, to be honest with you. Some good games. Fluminense is my Brazilian team. Yeah. Interesting, man. Interesting stuff there, guys. Interesting stuff there. 10 minutes to go. Oh my god. Looks like Uruguay are crashing out, man. So that could be the first shock exit of the tournament. Uruguay crashing out in the group stage. Same the game's usually done really late, but I enjoy the football. Yeah. I'm going to struggle to get my sleep schedule back to normal after the World Cup, but I'll get it back there, man. I'll get it back there eventually. There's just been no urgency, man, from Uruguay. I don't know if it's just me, but there's been no urgency from them to like push on for a goal. They're almost playing like they're winning the game 3-0 and they don't have to do nothing. Championship football is better than this game. It's all good night time kid. I don't mind staying up, man. Even if the games are crap, I'm good. Like I said, I have a high tolerance when it comes to night time. You know what I'm saying? I don't get tired easily, so yeah. I don't have one. I just like watching different teams, seeing different teams, and enjoying the change of style from the European game. It's fair enough, man. People have work tomorrow, man. It's Saturday tomorrow night time kid. It's Saturday, you know. Most people are off. Ooh, shot saved. That'll be a corner to Uruguay. It's all good, bro. No worries, Vince. No worries, man. No worries. It's all good, bro. Big up, Andre. Some people will, but most of us are off because it's a Saturday. Most of us have got nothing to do tomorrow. Crossing. Kedo is over everyone. That's going to go out for a Spain drawing. What time is the next game on, Ryan? Who is it and what time is it on? Right, Uruguay have it back. What time is it on? And who is it? Carlos Tevez, anyone rate him? Yeah, Carlos Tevez was a good player, man. Was a good player. New Zealand versus Belgium at 4. Yeah, I won't be doing that game. Belgium, yeah. Yeah, I'm not doing that. I'm gonna go watch something else after this. Yeah. I'm not doing that one. I'm not doing it. I'm not doing that. Forget that. King will probably be doing it though, people. So if you want to go join King's Watchalong, I'm sure he'll be doing it. I would, but it's too late for me, man. I'd rather watch a horror film. I can't lie. I'd rather get my adrenaline going and watch a horror film still. Because this has been a bit. Any other time, I probably would have watched it. Wonder how much added time. There'll probably be a good chunk. To be fair, night time kid. They'll probably add quite a bit on. It's 4 a.m. Yeah, it's 4 a.m. Forget that. I'll record it. I probably won't even bother watching the highlights of that. probably be 6-7 minutes off at a time. Yeah, I haven't watched a movie in 5 months. That's a long time. A long time. I'll definitely. Yeah, I've been meaning to watch The Walking Dead. Oh, save, but it's playing deeper. I've been meaning to watch The Walking Dead. It's definitely somewhat. That's definitely on my to-do list for sure. Yeah, I've heard good things about The Walking Dead. I've heard good things about that. So, any movie shouts? What genre do you like, Nighttime Kid? What's your favorite genre? I'll do my best. You think 5 months is? That's crazy. 6 years is mad. That's crazy, right? Yeah, Nighttime Kid. What genre do you like? And I'll give you some suggestions. Let me know your genre. Right, Spain coming forward here. Oh, that's got to be 2-0. Oh, he's missed. How's he missed? That should have finished the game off. That should have been 2-0. That should have been 2-0, people. I don't know how he's missed, but he has somehow. Somehow, he has. I like action horror. I like fiction too. It's brilliant. The writing is class. They don't have to go for a shock value. Just very good acting writing. Yeah. All right. If you like action and horror, I recommend. Hmm, action and horror. What can I say? If you haven't watched them, I don't even know, man. You know, my brain's not working at this time. Action, horror, fiction as well. When you say fiction, what do you mean by fiction? When I say a film, I mean a film that I've never seen before. I don't like any new films, any good horror films. Well, films in general, yeah, just now, from 2020 onwards, they've just not been that good. It was Ferran Torres, like magical movies, power movies, superpower. Ugh, ugh. I don't know. Then that time, kid. If you're if you're into non-fiction stuff, I don't even know, man. Can't really give you no ideas still. Profit if you're looking for action, look for it just came out. It's amazing martial arts fight scene. I'll check that out for sure. Big up, man. I'll definitely check that out. Yeah, Harry Potter Nighttime Kid. Check Harry Potter out. Check out Harry Potter, bro. Check out Harry Potter. You'll certainly like that. You'll certainly like that. There's 7 of them though. Ah, okay, Vidge. I see. Interesting. Interesting. Nighttime Kid might not have seen Harry Potter though, Ryan. Maybe he hasn't seen them before. Ah, yeah, my bad. There's 8. There's 8. There's 8. Yeah, yeah. 8 movies. Correct. Correct. Is anyone going to bother giving that Harry Potter television show a watch or not? I was considering it, but now I'm thinking, nah, just leave it. Ain't going to bother. Yeah, yeah. The Deathly Hallows was part 1 and part 2, yeah. I remember. Yeah, Vidgy's saying, nah, he ain't watching it. Fair enough. I'm probably not going to watch it either, I can't lie. Yeah, Vidge, you're right, man. All yeah, yeah, you're spot on. Oh, come on, Uruguay, man. Ah, go on, get in the box. Oh, nothing. They've gone down for a penalty. You're never getting one. You're never getting one there. Yeah, Ryan, I hear you. To be fair, the movies are goated, man. The movies are goated. The Harry Potter movies are goated. Yeah, exactly, bitch, 100%. 5 minutes had it done. Thank God. Only five. Thank God, only five. Goal kick to the Spain goalkeeper here. I'm old enough to remember when the first one came out and all the sweets that was being sold. Yeah, it must have been an experience, man. That must have been quite an experience. That must have been quite an experience. It looks like this isn't going to happen for Uruguay. Yeah, man. This is the first Pokemon film. that's that's how you know it's been years. Right. Cleared away by Uruguay. Oh, there's a bit of a fight here going on. That's funny, Ryan. That's funny, man. 30 plus for sure. Yeah, why sub off Valverde? It's crazy. Makes zero sense, Andre Facts. The first Harry Potter movie came out, there was such a buzz around the country. Everyone was excited for something 100% British that was huge across the world. Facts, man. Facts. Facts, man. Crazy, Ryan. That's crazy, man. You're not that old yet, though, man. Don't worry about it. You're not that old yet. Only 1 year behind me, so yeah. Turned 23 this year. You're still young, Andre. You're still young, man. And then you got Nighttime Kid who's just way younger than everyone. Last minute, people. This is going to finish 1-0 Spain. Oh, red card. Oh, whoa, whoa. Red card, Uruguay. Yo, 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 yo. Whoa. Yo, that player's trying to fight the ref. What the hell's going on here? Whoa. Red card to the Uruguay player. Man just started trying to grab the ref up, man. What the hell's going on here? Get off the pitch, man. Red card to the Uruguay player, though. Oh. And then he tries to grab up the ref. That is mad. Andre, enjoy your 20s. When you hit 30s, everything hurts. I've heard of it. As soon as I hit 30, yeah, man. The Revenant's a quality film, man, with DiCaprio. What a movie that is. Still young. Yeah. Funny wine, man. What the hell is. What is. Whoa. This Uruguay player is moving mad. Get off the pitch, bruv. Man, trying to. Uruguay have completely lost their heads here. That's a horrible, horrible, horrible sportsmanship from their player. Jesus Christ, that is shocking, man. Not a good look at all. Is anyone else seeing what I'm seeing? The other game finished 0-0, by the way, people. Yeah, quality film, Andre. Quality film, bro. It was Andre best scene of the film for me. How's your mom been checking off us? But yeah, not been. He hasn't done much, to be fair. Ryan, he hasn't done much. He's been relatively quiet. I can't lie. Second half the same. Out of play. Never been 19 and having working knees. Right. Just end the game, man. Has the ref ended the game? That's it, people. The game is over. The game is over. It's full time. I think Uruguay are out. I'm not too sure though. Don't quote me, people. But I believe Uruguay have been knocked out, and Cape Verde are the ones who have gone through in this group. Can't even lie. Uruguay have had a shocking tournament. It's deserved. When he's healing and trying to get up, that's life in your 30s. You guys are funny, man. Big up to the chat, man. Bless up to every single one of you that locked in. You know what I'm saying? Big up, man. Big up, Not Tom Kid. Make sure you up to Vids, man. Big up to my brother Vids. Big up Huge. Big up Andre. Big up Ryan. Big up King. Make sure you up to my brother King as well, man. And big up to everyone locked in. Appreciate you all, man. Appreciate you all. Yeah, Uruguay are out. Not gonna lie, wasn't a great game, to be fair. Wasn't a great game at all. Wasn't a great game at all. You know, Spain wouldn't have even won it if it wasn't for the own goal. But it is what it is. Spain come out victorious. They've topped the group. They're through to the next round. And Uruguay have crashed out. They've crashed out of the group. They've crashed out of the group. Argentina play Cape Verde. Potentially. Yeah, Cape Verde have qualified in second place. They finished second. And I think Uruguay are out because I don't think 2 points is enough. Decent draw for them. Yeah, a decent draw for them, Ryan. 100%. But yeah, people, that's it for today, man. I'll be back tomorrow, late night tomorrow, with more watch-alongs. So stay tuned. But big up to every single one of you locked in. Appreciate you all, man. I'll speak to you guys in a bit. Big up, man. Big up every single one locked in. Big up. It's amazing, Vid. It's an amazing achievement, 100%. It's an amazing achievement, man. But bless up to you all. And I'll speak to you in a bit. Take care, Ryan. Big up. Take care, Ryan. And yeah, in a bit, people. I'm out. Latest. Peace. Latest, Not Tom Kid. And yeah, in a bit, people. Bye-bye.